beverage with my staff, enjoying the 1-0 in the second half of the season. I totally forgot I had to do this. You guys, this session right here is the buzzkill.
That's what you get for not bringing beverages in here.
Yeah.
Other than it being a really boring Tuesday, Jimmy's wrist was falling off on 2 of the free throws. You had a 6-point possession. You had the whole Dewayne, whatever happened with him in the second quarter. How do you summarize what we saw?
It's just a normal Tuesday night with the Miami Heat. I think this is when we feel most alive, when everything just happens and when all of our competitive juices get out there. And that's the team we all can relate to. That's the team I like, for better or worse. I love the passion, and we had to really gut it out. Look, we've been dealing with a lot of moving parts. I kept on forgetting who's available, who's not, who's. There was a point where Kane had an ankle issue during the game. And the rotations have been so different game to game that once we got into it in the second half, things were moving very quickly. But the guys just focused on the task at hand, and there are a lot of swings of emotions, including some calls that went our way that you have to manage the emotions and focus on winning the next possession. And I thought, after the frustrating possessions, I thought we responded in the right way. And we got some key plays, down the stretch. They were making some big plays as well. And Alexander is just not an easy guy to stay in front of. You have to usually bring a second guy or at least really shade the court that opens up some cuts or guys getting behind the defense that typically would not happen against us. So I think they've built a system that really makes sense for them. And then we were down 5. We were up 2 with Kane's 2 free throws, and then all of a sudden I blinked and we're down 5. It happened that quickly. And we had to make some plays, and we did, including the missed blockout on the free throw. We will be watching some film on some of our free throw blockouts, but I don't even know how we got the steal. I know that Vic and Jimmy were involved with it. I literally have not been able to even see the end, but I know the 2 of them were there. Then Vic sprinted up the court, and then all of a sudden I looked up and Jimmy's under the basket. I have no idea how he got down there that quick, and I was thinking I'm going to call a timeout just in case. And then Vic just made the play, got it to Jimmy right in his wheelhouse, had the matchup, that was favorable and was able to convert a really tough 3-point play. That wasn't as easy as it looked. It was with contact and then also make the free throw with a, whatever wrist deal he was dealing with.
Have you seen all the NBA record, the 40 for 40 being a record?
As I was walking into the room, somebody mentioned it. I didn't realize they had not missed a free throw. But we've been a good free throw shooting team, actually a very good free throw shooting team all year. But that's crazy.
Did you know Stan kept chasing you?
No, I did not. But I love the aggressiveness. Jimmy was just relentless with his attacks. Relentless, going against a really big physical matchup, and he was just finding a way to get to the rim. And look, if we're not going to get a call at the end of the game, we're gonna make you have to make a decision every single time in this game, and that's what Jimmy did. And that takes a lot of calories, burning, to have that kind of effort to get there, but then also to have the calm state of mind that after that kind of physicality to be able to relax your mind and to be able to convert those free throws. That was, not on that kind of stage, but to be able to get 23 free throws reminds me of another guy.
All we kind of saw was Dewayne kind of walk off and throw something onto the court. What led to that sequence of events?
It's the Miami Heat. We're all a bunch of gnarly personalities, so, that part was unfortunate. Everything before that, that's the Miami Heat. That part was unacceptable.
What other guys did also, a guy like Max stepping up in so many different roles this season and finding a way, how critical was it him to sort of help and keep you afloat during the tougher times?
Yeah, and, I've had that conversation with Max and a few other guys, but Max in particular to this situation where his role has shifted a bunch. And I don't want to, broadcast it too much because then you breathe it into existence. But there is a reality that if your role is shifting night to night, that can be taxing. What everybody wants is consistency. And he was pretty clear and had a good understanding of what his role was when everybody's healthy. And I think he's super dynamic, off the bench. He's ignitable, but he also is a very good basketball player. It's not just the shooting. He does a lot of other things. But because of a lot of the injuries, we've had to insert him into almost equal amount of starts, and that wasn't planned. And then it almost has happened week to week where it's a different role. But he's been steady. I love his spirit the last few weeks, and I do believe in a karma. And I think if you just keep on showing up with a great team spirit every day, things eventually start to work out in your favor individually. But, the most important thing is he helps you from a team standpoint.
How important was Jamal tonight, just those minutes, especially at the center down the stretch?
We told him, be ready. I don't think he or I envisioned this many minutes. Orlando, got in foul trouble, and, at least 3 of those looked a little bit questionable, but that happens, particularly for young guys. And Kane is fully in rhythm. He's been playing big minutes in Sioux Falls, and we've been keeping track of him while he's been there, and he's been playing winning basketball, and they've been playing great. He had that 17-rebound game. So he's in shape. He's ready. He's also improved with the details, system details. Each month, I think he's gotten a lot better, particularly when he gets back to us. And I think that's a credit to Kasib and the whole Sioux Falls program, that he's made important strides so that if crazy things happen and all of a sudden you got to plug him into a really important game, he's ready for those minutes. And his Swiss Army knife ability was really important in a game like this.
You might not have had any other choice tonight with the guys you had out, but do you like that Vic has kind of reached the point where he's willing to just be the guy to put the big shot up and step into some big shots?
Oh, yeah. Look, the whole team wanted that too. Like, Jimmy was creating so many actions, but if you're doing that every single possession, you need somebody else to, create, the inertia of attacking. And I think even the one that he got blocked, he was like a bullet, going down the court, and then all of a sudden in and out, and he got right to the rim, and they made a heck of a play to get the block. But that burst is there. But also you're talking about a former All-NBA guy, former All-Star, that in those big moments, regardless of whatever your percentage is from anywhere, he feels like he can make any of those plays at the end. And that 3, to pull us that much closer was really critical.
You have to talk about Jimmy and his ability to hit passing lanes defensively, and Depot kind of does it in a different way where he's kind of
it is different.
Live ball and kind of just an knack for the ball in that way. Do you notice, I guess, are they comparable in that way, or what are the...
No, they're different. And how do I say it? Jimmy, it kind of gets in the brain of, whatever the other team's trying to get to. And then he just waits. for you to make any kind of mistake. And he may wait 8 straight minutes before he pounces on a mistake. Vic is just every single possession. He's, his lateral quickness and speed is so uncommon, and he's really getting that back, to who he used to be. I remember, I guess 2 seasons ago, I was watching all of his defensive clips when he was all defense. It was when we first acquired him, and I literally had never seen anything like it. He's starting to get to that, and he also can play passing lanes and everything, but he's just really unique on the ball. And he can play passing lanes as well, and that's really important to our system right now. So they are a little bit different, but Jimmy's is really great and unique on the ball as well. He's so smart, knows when to challenge and when to go for a steal, and he does it in a way where he almost never fouls, which just shows you that he's got an incredible mind. But I think Vic is only going to get better, as he understands our system and how he can really make an impact and be disruptive defensively. Okay. Thank you. Oh.
Coach, this kind of wins gave to you more confidence and to the team. It's the perfect time to start winning streak.
I hope so. It's the start of the second season. I feel something. I think the locker room feels something, but we also have to prove it. We know that. So a lot of it just ends up being, talk. At this point, but we feel encouraged, even with all the moving parts and the injuries and missed games. We feel like something is happening, and I like that feeling. I like that feeling going into a locker room when you feel a team starting to come together from the adversity. You wish every team would come together like that, and it doesn't always work that way. And the last 3 weeks, you feel like this group is coming closer, and I think everybody's kind of refreshed, even though everybody's kind of exhausted and minor injuries. I think they're refreshed for the second half of the season that we can do something special. Okay, thank you.